I'm like two polar opposite ends. Like I want to meet the love of my life and I also never want to speak to a man ever again. Hello everyone and happy Monday. Welcome to a week in my life vlog. I'm starting off right now by making those banana pancakes that I've been obsessed with. It's essentially a banana, an egg, and then 2 tablespoons of flour or oat flour, almond flour, whatever type of flour you want to use. And I had bananas from last week and I didn't want them to go bad, so I froze them. So it was a little bit harder to blend them all up because they were frozen, obviously. So I'm curious to see how this goes. But hello and welcome to the vlog. I got home from a trip last night. If you guys have been watching my videos for a little bit now, you know that I am on a world tour. No, I'm just kidding. I'm on a regional tour, a North American tour. I'm not on any tour. I am just traveling a ton, some for work, some for personal. This past weekend, I was in Iowa. My mom grew up in Iowa, and so we were visiting my extended family while we were there. But it's kind of weird visiting your extended family who don't live in the same state as you as an adult, because I'm going back and I'm visiting all these places that we used to go to as a kid. Pretty much for like 1 week every summer, my mom, my sister, and I would go to Iowa and visit my family every summer as a kid. And now that I'm older going back, it's just a little bit weird to go back to these places as a full-grown adult. When I used to go to them as a kid, it's just like places I haven't seen in a really long time. We used to visit all the time, but I just feel like as you get older, everyone's schedule gets a little bit more complicated. It's not as easy. We pretty much got the entire family back together aside from 2 people, which is kind of insane. That has not happened in our adulthood. I honestly feel really bad for my younger cousins because when I was younger, like we used to always see each other, but now my younger cousins, they kind of missed that era because they weren't alive and they don't really get that. It was nice seeing everybody, but I'm happy to be home. I probably fell asleep at like 12:30 last night. Our plane got in at like 10:30, then we had to drive home. It was a further away airport. It just, you know, the whole situation. I'm happy to be back home, back in the swing of things. I feel like I really want to prioritize getting back into my routine as fast as possible because I feel like the faster I do that, the faster I just feel normal again. Traveling definitely fatigues me quite a bit. I am a homebody for sure. Traveling a ton and just not being away from home, being out of my routine, it's hard for me. I feel so fortunate and grateful to travel the places that I've been going to, but when I am home, I want to be very intentional about my lifestyle. I actually really wanted to start watching Love Island. I didn't watch it last year. I watched like a few episodes with my friends and I was hooked. Everyone was hooked on Love Island USA. So now we're trying to watch it again. One of my friends was so nice and gave me her peacock. Love. It was like the nicest thing ever. And so I this morning walked on the treadmill in my little office while watching Love Island. I thought that was like the perfect excuse to go on a treadmill now that it's too hot outside in Arizona to really go on walks outside. I have to motivate myself to go on a treadmill and I absolutely hate going on the treadmill. So I was like, oh my god, what if I have like a show that I can only watch with the exceptions of going on the treadmill. I tried that. I have 5 episodes I need to catch up with and I'm halfway through the first episode, so we have a lot. And I was not about to go on the treadmill for 5 hours today. Crazy how fast they crank that content out. Other news, I have my cooking class today. I'm taking a 6-week-long cooking class series and today is the 2nd class of it. This cooking class has become my entire new personality because I tell every single person about this cooking class. I think it is so fun. Oh, that pancake was definitely not ready to flip. It's like still raw. Oops. Okay. Well, we'll just let them sit for a little bit longer. I'm really excited for the cooking class. It's so fun to have a hobby. My friend and I were saying that once this cooking class is over, we want to take sewing lessons, and like every season, we kind of want to have a new type of class or thing that we're signing up for and doing together, whether it's like something other than working out, like something that kind of uses our brain. That's the goal. So I think that will be really, really fun. I'm so excited for the cooking class today. It's also nice because every Monday I have dinner figured out for these 6 weeks because we're making dinner in the class, so I don't even have to think about it, which is nice because I haven't gone grocery shopping yet after coming home from the trip because it was obviously so late. For some reason, I thought that I was getting home at 10:30 a.m., not 10:30 p.m. We're here, we're back. Well, this angle is way too high. Hello. Outfit check. Just kidding. This is from Gymshark. This is really dingy. I think I've had this for many, many years and I probably should get rid of it, but who cares? And then these leggings are from Amazon as well. This is, did I say Gymshark? This is the Gym People brand. These are the Sierra Yoga brand. And then I'm also wearing my new tennis shoes for the first time today. I recently destroyed my walking shoes that I usually go on walks in, so I had to buy some new ones because I didn't have any. And so far, I'm really liking them. They're very thick and not so squishy on the bottom, which I don't know if I love or hate. It isn't love, it isn't hate, it's just indifference, as Taylor Swift once said. Our girl who now owns her masters. I'm finally mastering the art of a banana pancake, and I'm so proud of myself. This is the one that I flipped way too soon. Also, this clock has been off for so long, and I just never feel like changing it. Visiting my family was so good. If you guys don't know, I don't have any immediate family that lives in Arizona. Actually, I take that back. I have one cousin that moved to Arizona within the past couple of years. That's not even on my mom's side. We visited my mom's side in Iowa, but all growing up, none of my family lived in Arizona. Everyone on my mom's side of the family lives in Iowa, so it's pretty much like my family that goes out to visit them all the time because there's just one family versus a couple. It is so fun to see everybody get back together. We're getting the band back together, you know, like in Phineas and Ferb. Which, by the way, Phineas and Ferb is having a reboot, and I'm here for it. We went to this place called Lake Okeechobee in Iowa, which is like a few hours away from where everybody lives. Everybody kind of lives all over, but it was a few hours away from where my mom grew up and where we were staying, and we just kind of had a lake day. We didn't really like go on the lake. We pretty much just like ate lunch by the lake, and then there's this big boat called the Queen, and we just rode on the lake for an hour with like hundreds of other people, and then that was kind of it. We didn't really do too much, honestly. I feel like when you visit, especially in the Midwest, let me know if you guys had the same experience via family in the Midwest, it's just like a lot of sitting around and talking. I just about had a heart attack because my camera just decided to turn off, and then I turned it on and off like a million times. There was still a button that was like lighting up, but it was just not turning on. The screen was black. So now I'm a little paranoid. So camera, please, I beg you, don't act up. But this week I'm gonna be in town. Next week I'm gonna go to San Francisco to visit my best friend. I literally think about visiting her every single day, all day. I cannot wait. I am so excited to see her. This week is just all excitement knowing that I'm gonna see her soon. But again, like I said, today and this entire week before I leave, I just really want to get back on track. I want to get into a routine. I want to get back into healthy habits. I want to get back into working out. I want to get back into waking up at the right time. I want to get back into doing everything. I feel like sometimes I will be like too relaxed after I get home from a workout. Not a workout, what? A trip. And I'm like, well, I'm tired from the trip. I'll just take it easy. But I do want to not push myself, but I also want to make it easier for myself to get back on track. So that's why I wanted to work out today on my treadmill to try to create that habit for myself. I have a bunch of workout classes scheduled this week. I'm gonna try Legree for the first time, a regular class. I did like an intro first timers class, but this week will be my very first time like actually trying it. I'm worried because it's a hard workout class. It's not easy, but I'll be fine. Okay, pancakes are done, and I think what I want to do is just kind of drizzle them. My camera just did it again. I'm like kind of crashing out. I am on a like low spend budget for myself. I was talking about this in my other vlog that I really want to start being more intentional with my spending, not just like spend for frivolous. What is the word? Frivolously? That's not how you pronounce it. And buying a new camera is not kind of the vibe right now. So everyone, let's manifest good energy for my camera. Also, I don't know, I think I've talked about this a few times, but I personally really like PB Fit or PB2 rather than actual peanut butter because it's like less oily, and I've always never liked the oiliness of peanut butter, and so I feel like this is perfect for me because it makes it the right consistency. This is the one that I have. It's PB Fit. I think I got it from Costco. It's just powdered peanut butter, and you mix it with water, and the more water you mix it, the runnier it can be or the thicker it can be, which is what I like about it. Oh, that's probably way too much water. Yeah, oops. Maybe not, maybe not. I think this might be perfect because in situations like this, I like a runnier peanut butter to like drizzle than other times. Okay, this might be a little too thick. Whatever, it'll do. It's not going to be aesthetically pleasing, and that's okay. You know what? Yeah, we're abandoning the aesthetics and we're going for taste. I've really been enjoying these pancakes a lot recently. This is like my favorite meal at the moment. Or this is more so a snack. This is kind of like an after work snack. We're gonna do a drizzle of syrup. Just maybe a little bit more, just a wee bit. And we're done. Now we have our banana pancakes. Yum. So this is going to hold me over until our cooking class because our cooking class is a little bit later, and I was like, I don't want to be starving for it, but I also don't want to be stuffed because we're gonna eat dinner there. Just got ready for my cooking class. This is what I decided to wear. This top is from Dynamite. These are from Levi's. They don't say that you need to wear like a high neckline or anything like that, but I feel like since you're cooking, like it's better to be covered up. Also, they didn't say to wear your hair back, but I do feel like it's appropriate to wear my hair back and wear long pants, closed-toed shoes, all of that stuff. I probably would wear long sleeves if it wasn't a million degrees outside. I have about an hour. I showered really quickly to get all the sweat off of me, body showered, washed my face, slicked my hair back. I'm also in the midst of doing a ton of loads of laundry from my travels. I just have been procrastinating laundry quite a bit, so I have my very last load in the dryer right now. I've just kind of been filtering that out through the day, but I still need to fold everything. We're kind of just getting stuff done today. I'm really proud of myself for doing everything that I've been wanting to do. But I think I'm just gonna chill on my phone and disassociate for the next 30 minutes.
$125 to $130.
It's a hard job.
Happy Wednesday, everyone. I realized that I literally did not vlog at all yesterday. In my mind I was, but in reality I was not. Oh, also I don't like that you can see my reflection right there because you can see my poor posture. Anyways, happy Wednesday. I'll catch you guys up to speed on what I did yesterday. Not too much. Worked. I had therapy afterwards, talked about my childhood trauma. Fantastic. And then I went to a workout class with two of my friends and then came home. And that was my day. So you didn't miss too much. And that's what you missed on Glee. But today is Wednesday. I actually have a Legree class. It's my first time taking a real Legree class. I took like an intro one that kind of went over the moves and everything, but this is my first time taking an actual one. I accidentally signed up for 2 workout classes today. I also signed up for like a heated mat Pilates class, which I've never taken as well. I've taken like a yoga sculpt class twice, I think, but I didn't realize that I signed up for both. So I canceled one of them and I canceled the heated sculpt because I was like, I don't feel like sweating right now because I had to cancel one. They were at the same time and I lost the credit. So that sucks, but you do what you gotta do. I was just about to take some of my supplements and I remembered that I was talking about how I started taking KSM 66, which is ashwagandha. And a lot of you guys were like, Keegan, don't take that. You're on an SSRI. You should not be taking this on an SSRI. I did some research and the research said it was fine. However, I did reach out to my psychiatrist and she said that it's best to avoid taking ashwagandha, including KSM 66, while on an SSRI like fluoxetine, which is what I'm on. That's like the clinical name for Prozac. While there isn't a lot of data showing a strong interaction, out of caution, she recommends avoiding it to be on the safe side. So I'm taking it out of my routine. Thank you so much to everyone who recommended that I stop taking it. I've been listening to some podcasts too, because I feel like I just want to learn more about health in general. I feel like my cookie classes have been educating me a lot about health. It's been really cool to like kind of understand why certain things are good for you and why certain things aren't good for you, why there's so many chemicals in foods and what they do and how they can affect you and all that. So I've been really interested in just stuff like that simply from my cooking classes that I'm taking because it's a nutritional series. So like half the class is your cooking, the other class is a lecture portion. So I was listening to a podcast today from like a Harvard researcher about supplements. Right now I'm taking a multivitamin, vitamin D, and then an omega. Oh, the Harvard researcher, she wasn't like recommending that everyone takes it because everyone's body is different. You know, like when someone says something that saying something, multivitamin and a low dose of vitamin D was kind of what I gathered from that podcast, what she recommended based on the studies and what is right for, or what fits best for most people. All the stuff I take is from Costco, which maybe there might be better stuff out there, probably, but buying in bulk is cheaper. Like I said, I have my Legree class today, and then afterwards I think that I want to do some returns because I have some returns that today and tomorrow are like the last possible day that I can do them. I don't have too many things that I'm wanting to return. Most of them are just like clothes that didn't fit me properly. But if you guys remember, I'm kind of like on this new thing where I don't want to impulse spend or kind of just like spend frivolously. I'm really focusing and limiting on things that I want to buy right now. And so all the stuff that I bought was before I kind of had this thought process. Some of the stuff were like a shirt and a skirt that I got for New York. I need to go to the mall to return a dress that I got from Abercrombie that I was planning on wearing to New York. And I just ended up like, I didn't really want to wear it, and I don't think that I'll wear it again, and I don't think that I'll end up wearing it, so I was just like, I'm gonna return this. I feel like it was like slightly too short, like it just didn't fit me properly. While I'm at the mall, I also want to see if I can go to the Warby Parker store, which is where I got my glasses from, and see if they can refit them to my face because they don't fit me properly. They like hurt the back of my ear whenever I wear them, and apparently that's not normal, so I want to get them adjusted because I honestly just do not trust myself to adjust them. So I have a couple of errands to run after that workout class. Part of me is like, I could go before. I don't really want to go before, so I'm probably not gonna go before. Well, you know, I don't know. One thing that I did spend my money on today that I am fine with spending my money on is they are opening a solid core near me, and I've been seeing so many people talk about how solid core is such a great workout. I just signed up for like an intro class, like a first timers class. I'm really excited. If I do like it, I think that I want to get like a discount because they just opened it up, so they have like founders discounts, so you can have like discounted packages for life, which I'm like, that's nice. And everyone that I see take solid core classes are like shredded, and I wouldn't mind to be shredded. I feel like I've been really trying to focus in on my health recently, in like every sense, like internally, the ingredients that I'm using, supplements, just like everything like that, working out more, exercising. I'm excited to try out the class. I've heard that they're so hard, and I already know that I'm going to like die on the inside taking that class, which I'm actually excited for because I feel like the Pilates classes that I've been taking recently, I feel like I've advanced to a level where I think I'm like decent at it. Like it's still a struggle, but it's not pushing me the ways that it usually is. So that's why I've been trying out a bunch of different workout classes, and I'm really excited to try out that one. I did do a workout class yesterday and my butt hurts from it, so yeah, there's that. I originally wanted to go to the mall and then do my Amazon returns after, but I have my Legree class, like I said, and it's my first time taking that class. It's an hour from now, but here's my thought process. It's a 17-minute drive to go to Whole Foods to do my Amazon returns, then 17 minutes home. We're gonna round up to 20 and 20 because we have to park, we have to get into our car, all of that. That's 40, right? So we already have 40 minutes off. If it's an hour, that only gives us 20 minutes. And I always like to get there early. I like to get there like 15 minutes early or so, especially if it's a newer class. And then I like to sit in my car for a little bit and mentally prepare myself for what's to come. So really, I don't have time. It's an hour from now and I don't have time to do my returns. We're just gonna go home and I'll do my returns afterwards. I got my Warby Parker glasses adjusted. It's so funny. I went into the store. There's so many people, like 20 people all at once decided to come in and get their glasses adjusted. So I had to wait a little bit. And the guy was like, so like, what's wrong with these? And I was like, well, this is really weird, but like whenever I wear them for like too long of a time, they hurt the back of my right ear. And he looked at them and he's like, did you get these adjusted at Scottsdale Quarter by an older woman? And I was like, yeah, how'd you know? And he's like, she's notorious for making the back of the ear too sharp because your ear apparently curves, and she does it kind of like a 90-degree angle, so it just like hits your ear at this like kind of nervy end or something. Part of me is like, does it still kind of hit my ear there? I don't think it does, but I think it's because I was like wearing them, so it like was already sore. So if they do hurt, I can just wear them again. But he was super nice. We had like the funniest like bantery little conversation ever. Anyways, I'm gonna go home and just chill for a minute before my workout class, and I'm happy about it. Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. The Legree class last night was hard, but it also wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be, so I'm excited to go back to there. Currently just working on some stuff in my dining room. I've been absolutely loving starting my mornings off in my dining room. I feel like it just puts me in the best mood for the day. I don't know what it is. I'm so happy that I end up getting this dining table. I love this thing so much. It is the perfect little thing for me. I just love having extra seating in my house. It has like honestly changed my quality of life. I'm just doing some work right now. I'm in a great mood today. I'm also annoyed because I slightly chipped my nail polish, and I don't know about you guys, but once I chip one nail polish or one thing in my nails, then the rest of them, they just like have to go. Like I pick all of them and I don't know why. So I'm trying to be better about that and not like absolutely pick at every single nail just because I slightly chipped one. I'm also drinking the cotton candy Alani. I really like it. I think this might be like my third or fourth favorite. Cherry Slush is still number 1, Witch's Brew is 2. This might be number 3. Alani. I don't know. I will be honest in saying, most of the Alani flavors I think are disgusting. Somebody commented on one of my TikToks and they were like, I tried the Alani flavors and they were all gross. And I was like, honestly, a lot of them are not good. But the ones that are good, they hit. I get comments all the time from you guys being like, Keegan, I tried it because you always talk about it and now I'm obsessed. Yeah, I'm so sorry of doing that to you. Some people also say it's like way too sweet, which valid. I really like sweet foods or sweet treats, sweet anything. I might be going on a date on Friday. I don't know. I agreed to it, but I might cancel because I'm scared. I haven't been on a date in a really, really long time. One of my friends was like, I'm gonna challenge you to go on the dating app. Because usually what will happen is I'll go on a dating app, I'll set my profile live for like 12 hours, not message anyone, and then go back to being private and then like not do anything. So I'm like, what's the point? And she was like, I'm gonna challenge you to do it. And so I don't know. I don't know if I really want to do this, if I'm being honest. It's so scary. I haven't been on a date in so long. I don't really want a boyfriend, so I'm like, what am I doing? But I think it's also like good to have dating experience and like get to know people and see what you like, what you don't like. I'm really not wanting anything serious, if I'm being honest though. Well, I'm not even wanting something not serious. I don't know what I'm doing, literally. That's why I might cancel. Happy Friday. This week is flying by. I am restarting my sourdough starter. I did 2 different versions of it to see what works the best. Father's Day is this weekend. I don't like have a dad. My mom has a husband, so technically my stepdad, and his birthday was last week, so I'm making him a really spicy jalapeno cheddar sourdough loaf. I feel like my love language is now gift giving, or like kind of like creating things for people. I've always loved to bake, but I would never say that my love language before was like giving people things. It was always like quality time. But now I feel like, especially recently, I've been really into making things for people. His birthday was last week and he was giving me shit for not giving him a card, so I made one. I made it out of construction paper. I think it's really cute, honestly, and I think that I want to start doing this for all people in my life. I don't know why on camera this yellow is turning out like kind of dark yellow. It's like a neon bright kind of yellow, and then I just like wrote happy birthday in there. I think that I want to start making things like this for more people in my life. My friend and I are going to scrap. Oh god.
Someone is at the front door.
It was just a package, but it's weird because I was like standing right by my window, so we made eye contact. Anyways, I want to start making cards for people. My friend and I are going to scrapbook this weekend, and I want to make some of these like kind of like construction paper cutouts for my scrapbook. So last night I was sketching them. Like I have like I Heart NYC, I have a bagel, I have a hot dog, I have a pizza. And so essentially what I'm planning on doing is drawing them on regular paper, cutting them out, tracing them, and then cutting the construction paper and gluing them together. I feel like I've been really in my crafting era. And then I actually got this scrapbook. If you guys have been watching my videos for years, you might remember, I don't know, but I got this right when I moved into my very first apartment post grad. I went thrifting and I found this really beautiful scrapbook, and I've never used it. I'm excited to kind of like finally start making scrapbooks of my travel. So we're gonna start off with my travel to New York, and then I have stuff from Coachella and all that stuff that I'll get to later, but I kind of wanted to start with that one. So this is from Goodwill. I think it's gonna be really, really cute. But today is Friday, like I said, so we're just finishing off the work week strong. Next week will probably be like a crazy ribbon for me. Wait, I just said ribbon because I read the word ribbon. A crazy week for me. So this week is like the calm before the storm. Okay, I need to send this to somebody. How does this, how does this look? Cool. Also wearing my Reese's pajama pants. These are actually men's boxers, but I am using them as pajama pants. Also, last night I did some organizing. This is now going to be my drink cabinet. So I have all my little drinks. I have my Alani's. I have a random fly trap thing in here, but whatever. All my Alani's. I've really been liking the cotton candy one. I also have these drinks, which I didn't love as much, so drink cabinet. I've been in my fun drink era. Also, you guys saw I cleaned my kitchen island off this morning because it was just messy. I last night decided that free will is in fact a thing, and I made banana pancake and it's like basically breakfast for dinner, and it was really fun, and I love being an adult because I can do things like that. But now, always, right when I clean up my kitchen, it gets messy again. It's like it never ends. It's never over. It's just an ongoing battle being an adult and just cleaning your kitchen over and over and over. Like, it seriously never ends. Like, the second you're like, oh, I finally got everything down, no. I also feel frustrated with this because I feel like no matter how much I clean my house, it just never feels fully clean. And I was thinking, my mom has a woman who used to clean for us. I think she still does clean for my mom. We've literally known her since I was like a kid. She's been cleaning for us, and she cleaned my house right before I moved in. And part of me is like, should I have her come out like once a year or quarterly or semi-annually or something like that? Because I just feel like no matter how much I clean, there's just things that I feel like I can never get right. I'm not naturally the cleanest person either, so that's something that I've been like trying to actually work on, is just being more clean. Like, I feel like I can be tidy, like things can be put away. I mean, I say that as if my kitchen island wasn't absolutely covered in stuff, but aside from the point, like there's people who like they notice very small like water droplets or things like that. I'm not one of those people, and I kind of want to start being one of those people, but I'll be honest, it's exhausting. Like, it's a full-time job. I don't know how you guys who are super clean have the time and energy for it. I have so much respect for you all and a little bit of envy, but also, how do you do it? How do you have the time in the day? I feel like I'm trying to clean off my handles and stuff. I've also been watching Love Island. I'm trying to get caught up to real speed. I was planning on only watching Love Island when I walk on the treadmill, but I was like so far behind. I was like, I'm not gonna walk on the treadmill for 5 hours. That's just not gonna happen. Also, I did get new shoes. If you guys remember, I accidentally destroyed my old pair of running shoes, so I had to get some new ones. And I think that I have something wrong with my feet, because every single time I wear any shoe, doesn't matter if it's brand new, doesn't matter if it's been broken in, I always get blisters on the back of my heel, and I think it's because I like walk weird. I've been told that I like have too much flexibility in my ankle, so like it makes me walk a little bit weird, so I think it like causes too much like rubbing. I don't really fully understand it, but I have huge blisters on the back of my heels, this part and it happens all the time. Like, I thought it was just like Hoka's, because it was always Hoka's that did it to me, but now it's literally every single shoe, and I don't know what's wrong. So I have like extra padded socks. I've been putting like blister pads and band-aids and stuff like that, but if this happens to me like every single time I wear any kind of shoe, like I think this is a me problem and not a shoe problem. So I'm trying to figure out like what to do. If you guys have any suggestions, please let me know if this has happened to you. But yeah, I always get blisters like right here on every shoe, and it's been frustrating because I want to go on more walks and do more things, but if I constantly have blisters, it's not obviously enticing because it's painful and it just makes it worse. Let me know what you guys think, but I'm almost caught up on Love Island. It's a full-time job to watch Love Island as well, and it's not as easy as it may appear to some people. You know that quote? Anyways, I'm also doing something for work, and it's turning out exactly my vision, and it's making me so excited. I think that people are going to absolutely love it. We're in high spirits today. Okay, I'm gonna be so honest, I have no idea what I'm doing, and I feel like I just need to like speak it out loud, and maybe you guys will have some advice. But I have been talking about having a subtle interest in dating, and then like not having an interest in dating, then having a subtle interest in dating, then not having. Like, I'm like two polar opposite ends. Like, I want to meet the love of my life, and I also never want to speak to a man ever again. Like, that's kind of where I'm at. There's nowhere in between. And I had a friend who was like, I'm gonna challenge you to go on a dating app, try to get a man's number, and somehow I ended up scheduling a date for tonight, and I don't think I want to go on it for a couple of reasons. Number one, like, I don't want a boyfriend right now, so what's the point of dating if I don't want a boyfriend? The point of dating if I don't want a boyfriend is to kind of like explore what's out there, see what I like, see what I don't like. The issue with that is I tried that last year and I ended up getting in a really long situationship, so that is something that concerns me. Number two, what is number two? I was texting my friend about this. Like, I don't think I really want to date this guy, but so there's part of it's like, what's the point of me going on a date if I don't want to date this guy? But also, you're never going to know if you want to date someone unless you give them the chance. Like, a first date really is just getting to know somebody. It's not that deep. Like, I shouldn't see, I go back and forth with this. Like, I'm like, I shouldn't only go on dates with people that I'm like, oh, I could see them being my boyfriend, because that puts so much pressure on it. It's not realistic. Sometimes you like idealize a person in your head, then they're not the person that you imagined in your head, but you're still kind of like clinging to the version of them that could be. Do you know what I'm saying? You might not know what I'm saying. But then I also am like, there's no point in going on dates with people that I don't see a future with. Like, it's just, I feel like there's no right or wrong answer. Dating is so complicated. There's no right way to date. My friend actually made a really funny joke. She's like, what did she say? Let me quote her word for word. She said, why is dating so scary and complicated? There's no right way to date, but it does seem like there is wrong ways. Which I thought was so true. Like in the early stages, you don't really know someone, and going on a date is the opportunity to know someone. I don't want to go on dates with anyone and everyone. I want to have standards. And this person is really nice that asked me on a date. Like, he picked the time, the place, all the right things, like following up, doing all the things that you're supposed to do. Like on paper, he's doing all the right things. Because you know, like, there's some people that don't like confirm, or they try to make you make the plan. Like, he's doing all the right things. Then I'm like, I don't know. I feel so complicated, and then I feel like it's like a waste of his time. Like, I don't know where he's at. Like, see, it's just so complicated. See how I'm gonna take my Prozac. I think I'm spiraling. I don't think Prozac is going to have an immediate effect, but I'm like, okay, let's take some anxiety medication. Because Lord knows I need it right now. I have no idea if I'm going to end up going on this date or not. I might cancel, and there's part of me that actually wants to cancel and be like, look, I'm just scared to go on a date. I'm gonna cancel, like, just to be really honest. But I do think that is like weird. Like, too honest, dare I say. I'll let you guys know what I decided. I think the main detractor of going on a date right now, in all honesty, is washing my hair, because I really don't want to do that. But my hair is really dirty, so if I do go on a date, I do need to wash my hair. I feel like I've been kind of bored with my life recently. It's weird to say because I'm bored, but I'm also fulfilled. Like, I'm wanting like some spice or something in my life. Like, my life feels very calm. This feels so toxic of me to say. I'm doing a lot of fun things. I'm having a great time, but I also feel like there's no problems in my life right now. And not that I want to create problems, but I don't know. Do you see what I'm saying? Dating adds like an interesting layer to it, and I don't want to be in like a toxic situationship. I feel like it will add something to my life that maybe I feel like I'm missing, but maybe that's not the right way to go about this. I'll be honest in saying I definitely know it's not the right way to go about this. Another thing, while we're here, while I'm trauma dumping, let me just say this. If you guys don't know, I'm like an avid journaler. I love to journal. It is one of my favorite things to do. When I view journaling, I kind of view it as like writing a letter to my future self, so I can keep up with journaling. I actually had a friend who really wanted to get into journaling, and she was like, I'm just having a really hard time getting into it and like being honest in my journal, because I feel like I'm still trying to be like performative, you know, like say the right thing, not the honest thing. If you want to get into journaling, I have a couple of pieces of advice. Number one, the best time to get into journaling is when you're spiraling about something, because you think about it constantly, and just like putting pen to paper makes you feel so much better, and then you kind of get obsessed with it. I also recommend putting it in like a safe or a lock or somewhere where someone can't get it. Having the knowing that no one else is going to read it makes you feel like you can be a lot more honest. And then, like I said, I also feel like sometimes when I'm writing, like, I need an audience, and so my audience, I view it as my older self, and my older self wants me to be honest. My older self wants to know my real thoughts. Like, I do know that like one day I'll be 30, 40, 50, 60 and reading back my journals, and I want to see like the most true, authentic version of myself at this time. And so I view like I'm writing to my older self, catching myself up and like telling my older self about my life and what it's like to be 25. If you want to get into journaling, those are my 3 best tips of just like how to kind of make it a habit, and then how to like feel like you can really be honest in your journal and not be so perfect. Like my friend was saying, she was like, I feel like I want my handwriting to be perfect, and I want this and I want this. And when I view it as like my older self just wants to see me be authentic, and being authentic means being imperfect. Okay, great, so we got that out of the way. I was reading back my journal from around a year ago this time, and around a year ago this time I was working at a job that I hated. It was around the time that I was kind of like, oh wow, I really don't like this job, like figuring it out. Like I was still new in the company. I was like a month or so in, and I was like, okay, this is not what I thought I signed up for. I'm really unhappy here. Maybe I need to make some changes. And I recently have been feeling kind of like bleh. I don't think sad is the right word, but I just haven't been feeling, I don't want to say happy either. Bleh is the only way that I can really describe it. Like life just kind of feels bland right now for me. Like I'm happy, I'm doing good, I'm having a great time, like I'm spending time with my friends, traveling, all this stuff. But there's just like nothing that's making me like spark joy. Things are sparking joy. I don't know how to describe it. I just feel like there's nothing like going on that's crazy. Life just feels very consistent and constant right now. And I was reading back my old journals, and I was so miserable a year ago today. Like I was so miserable, and it's making me feel guilty that I'm not like embracing this happiness as much as I should be, because I think that when I finally started switching to a new job and getting on anxiety medication and doing these things, like I was just so aware how much happier I am. And now that level of happiness is just like my normal state of life, and I feel like I'm taking it for granted. There is a term for it. I learned about it in one of my marketing psychology class, the hedonic treadmill, I think, because I think that's exactly what I'm feeling, and it's frustrating me that I'm not feeling more grateful for the life that I have, because I feel like I'm taking it for granted. The hedonic treadmill, also called the hedonic adaptation, is the idea that people tend to return to a relatively stable level of happiness despite major positive or negative events or life changes. When something good happens, like getting a raise, moving to a nicer home, or starting a new relationship, you experience a spike in happiness. Over time, you adapt to this new situation, and your happiness level settles back to where it was before. The same happiness with negative events. After the initial drop in happiness, people bounce back. So I feel like that is kind of what exactly I'm going through. Like, my life is so good, but it's now just my life. Ways to work around it: gratitude, variety and novelty, helping others, mindfulness. So that's something that I kind of want to work on. It's just like, I feel like I should be more grateful for the life that I have, even though it has now become my everyday life. It is such a great life, and I feel frustrated with myself that I'm not like appreciating it as much. I'm glad that there is like science behind that, and there is a name for that, because I thought I was like going crazy for a second of like, why am I not appreciating this more? But okay, everybody else goes through it. It makes me feel better. I am somebody for sure that if I feel like I'm the only one going through something, it makes me feel crazy. But if I know that other people have a same or similar experience, it makes me feel so validated, and it makes me like accept my situation. And honestly, that's why talking to you guys, like responding to your guys' comments, DMing you guys, like having conversations about our lives, has made me feel so much better in my life, and made me feel so much less crazy that so many of you guys and I have like very shared experiences. Like, truly no original experience, no original thought ever. So I just want to say thank you guys to all of you guys. Every stage throughout my life, whether it's you guys are currently going through it, or you've been through things that I've been through in the past, it has like truly made me feel so much better. It's been the most life-changing experience. I was thinking about this last night, actually. I think I mentioned this a few videos ago, but next year will be half my life of doing YouTube videos, and then after that it'll be more than half my life of doing YouTube videos. And I just feel like I've grown up with you guys. There's so many people that have been watching my videos since the very beginning. There's so many people that have just found my videos. There's so many people in between. It is just so cool. Like, I was using this purple glue stick, and if you've been watching my videos since the very beginning, like, I feel like I have kind of like an inside joke with the people who've been watching my videos since the beginning about a purple glue stick. And when people will comment something like, oh, I still remember the purple glue stick, like, I know how long they've been watching my videos. Or if someone's like, oh, I remember your ginger boyfriend, like, I know how long someone's been watching my videos. Or like they'll mention like my freshman year dorm room, and I'm like, oh yeah, you started watching then. It's so crazy and the coolest thing ever. It's also weird because it's like all I know. Like, I've never lived a life really outside of this. I've kind of grown up doing this. I was 13 when I started. I guess I kind of experienced before 13, obviously, but growing up into adulthood, like, all I know is having, like, posting videos of myself on the internet and talking to people. I've never been like a huge mega million influencer ever, but I've always like had people that I like, that watch my videos, that I talk to, that I'm like lifelong friends with, that I feel like I know so much about. You guys, like, I was getting so much into my feels last night of being like, this has been the most amazing, incredible privilege of my life. And I was actually thinking, if you guys remember, I want to get a tattoo. Some of you guys were saying your suggestions, so I was drawing it on a pen. I have one there. I think I actually really like this. Do you guys see that? I also drew one behind my ear, which I still really like. I think my top two contenders are my wrist and then behind my ear. So I still need to decide, but I put it on my bicep, but I just don't think I love it on my bicep. I think I want it on my left side, not my right side. I don't know. This one right now is the winner. The tattoo that I want to get is the YouTube play button, so it's like a sideways triangle, and I want to get that on my next anniversary. But I was just playing around with it. The more I see it, the less I like it. I don't want to regret it for giving myself time. Anyways, TBD on if I go on a date tonight. You guys will definitely know if I do or don't, but I just kind of want to cancel. I feel bad canceling though. I have been so productive today at work. 1 second, let me be productive again. The day is almost over. I've done so much. I've decided I'm not gonna go on the date, and the reason why, number one, I'm scared, obviously, duh. Number two, I was just kind of like looking for an excuse not to go. My chair is, do you guys see how my chair is like slightly making me go this way? It's like slowly shifting me. Like 2 days ago, it was like, send me a funny photo of yourself for your contact photo. And then he was like, here, I'll send you some for like an example. So he like sent me like a funny photo, you know, like wearing funny glasses or whatever, a few photos. And my friend was asking like, what does he look like? So I sent her one of the photos. That photo was from 2022. The other one, 2024, 2023. Like these photos were from, none of them were from this year. Sending me a photo from 3 years ago. I was like, okay, I think that's what I'm looking for to get out of this date. Like it just feels like a little weird. And I think I was just clinging on to anything that would be slightly weird so I can justify canceling. And I feel bad. I do. But it is weird that he didn't send me. He like randomly sent me these photos of himself, but none of them were from this year. None of them were even were within the past 365 days. None of them were. And he asked me to send him like a silly photo of myself, so I sent him a photo of me on a chicken. And that was from like last weekend. I'll show you guys a photo of me on a chicken. Why not? This is me on a chicken, in case anyone's wondering what I look like on a chicken. Well, I also sent this one. Do you know those like air things? They would go like, you know, they're trying to like get you to go to like a gas station or something like that. There was one, and it was holding a corn dog, and it was like, come over to get a corn dog. So I was like reenacting. Anyways, I'm not going on the day. I think I'm gonna scrapbook tonight as well as tomorrow, because I anticipate that it's gonna take a while. And yeah, that's just my excuse to get out of it. I do feel bad. I do feel bad. I usually am not someone who likes to cancel on people, but I'm scared.